Hello everybody and welcome back. It's another sunny day here on what seems to be endless sunny days so far this year. Really good start to the year, pretty much since middle of March. We've had sunny, warm days like this. That's meant a lack of rain. As far as I can think, we've had 1 day of rain since middle of March. It's now middle of May. But the garden isn't too affected because of what I did in the winter, but I'll show you that later on. So I haven't done a video for a while, so let's just have a full garden tour, have a look what's going on. You can see there's quite a lot of growth. So starting with this Fatsia, that's done a lot of growth this year. Done really well so far, even though it's in the sun. Now all these are all new leaves, so hopefully now this will grow up into a more woody tree like plant. So with a lack of rain, we've had a lack of slugs and snails, so the hostas are looking really good. Haven't been eaten yet. The campus is going to flower soon. It's doing well in here, and this normally gets eaten pretty much straight away, but as you can see, nice leaves on it this year with the little blue flowers. So yeah, the lack of rain is good for some things, keeping the slugs down, snails. So we've got the Miscanthus giganteus either side here, about 2 foot high so far, which isn't too bad. And we've had the warm days, not too hot. Highest we've had is 27 degrees, we've had that a couple of times now, but mostly it's sort of 18 to 21. But it's still colder at night. I think that's what's holding some things back. Not last week, week before we actually had 2 frosts, really light frosts. Didn't affect anything in the garden, just felt on car roof. But we were still getting down to like 6 degrees on a night, so I think that is sort of holding some things back, because we've got no gingers or anything coming up yet. Yeah, so we've got put some spider plants here and there because I get loads off the ones that I've got in the house, so I just use them in the garden. If they come back, then that's good. Pineapple lily coming. Yeah, like I said, it's Miscanthus grass. Hopefully that'll grow up and either side of this walkway and make a nice entrance in. So we'll go this side. We've got all my aeoniums out. I mean, they've been out over a month now. Not affected by any of the little frost that we've had. Even they need a drink though, they need a bit of water. This Trachycarpus princeps hybrid with a white leaf, that's actually doing some good growth this year. It spear pulled not last year, year before, and that's the leaf from that, but this year, after this winter, no problem. 2 leaves coming, and that has actually got a bit of trunk now. Got a nice ochre in here. The Volcano, Camerops Volcano, actually grew pretty well last year. They don't look like it, but that was actually good growth last year. So hopefully that'll get going now. The lilies, starting to get some buds on, they'll be flowering soon. Really nice smelling lilies. Persicaria is running through here. I'm actually going to try cutting that back this year. Chelsea chop, right about now that you do that. Got the flowering aeonium, so that'll spread seeds all over in here. We did it last time. Got the banana, putting out the first good leaf. This one, the first leaf, it's always been cut off from the winter. Bit of cutting off on there, but mostly a good leaf. Pup survived. Hopefully get some more pups here. My gingers are in here, but there's no sign of them coming yet. It won't be long though, once the nights start warming up. Another Fatsia that's done well. A lot more shaded than that one over there. You see that's in the full sun. Yeah, that's really growing well now. Bit of black fly on there. We need a ladybird. I ain't really seen many ladybirds this year. If they don't like the dry, I ain't seen many at all. Dicentra in flower. Show these flowers every year. Really nice flowers on there. I put my bird of paradise out. Strelitzia Nicolai. It looks like that's going to get a new leaf soon. Normally get 1 or 2 leaves a year. You can see these leaves are getting a lot bigger though. Yeah, every leaf that comes out is a lot bigger. Another Fatsia over here. Not doing as well as this one, but still pushing leaves. Another hosta, untouched by slugs, which is really good. Nice little fern here. I did buy a Cyathea cooperi in the winter, so I've just got that out here in pot. So that's pushed out 1, 2, working on this 3rd leaf, and there's another one in here, so that's seems to like it here. I've been making sure I've been watering that. So I water once a week. I water the stuff in the pots, some of the palms, some of the more ungly plants like bananas, but everything else I've watered once with the house pipe, and that's the first time in about 2 years that I've had the house pipe out. So I will water probably once a month the whole garden with house pipe. It does look like we're going to get some rain on Saturday. It's Wednesday now, so hopefully that'll keep it tided over. Garvey in a pot here. Bamboo in the pot, that's suffering from the dry. Meonia soft crest putting out some new growth. Really nice little plant this. Probably one of my favourite plants in garden. All these growing points. About 4 growing points on it. 5 and one down here. The Fatsia polycarpa always grows these distorted leaves at first. Sort of like amber-like stuff on it. You can see that, I don't know what it is. Some sort of insect. Always distorts the first few leaves. But then after that they come back pretty well. So it's a shame. You can see here what they'll come out like, and then eventually they will come alright. Cactus in pot here. Another Fatsia variegated one. Again pushing loads of new growth out. I'm really hoping all these Fatsias grow up now rather than sort of out. Just get a decent little trunk on it now. It's split into 3 there. Tetrapanax is doing well. Make sure I water this every week. Getting some big leaves on it. These leaves are really going up now. Decent sized trunk. Did think it were branching, but there's a tiny little leaves here. I hope it were going to branch. We've got leaves, loads of leaves at different stages coming out. New one in there, so that should really go above this fence this year. Trachy. Yeah, we all know about trackies, they'll always survive the winter and always do well. These are getting some decent bit of height on them now. Got 2. And the Camarops humilis. Tiny bit of damage. It's more, I think it's more over the winter with the humidity. You see the last year's leaves have got a lot on. Or the year before that, and then last year's leaves don't look too bad. I'm hoping that'll get a bit of height on it now. I will cut them back. There's my bootiers in pots. This is a Jubea. Everything's got middle centre growth in it now. New fronds coming. I've repotted them all this year. Might put some in the ground next. I'm going to put them in the ground when they went pinnate. This one, the Bootier Yatai, has gone pinnate. So I might get that in the ground next year. Yeah, they're all pushing new growth. So these are the 2 Bootier odoratas. They're by far the slowest out of these. Yeah, they're doing quite well. Another yucca in there, Folifera, Opuntia cactus. The Aloe striatula survived winter unprotected. Wasn't the worst winter ever, but we did get a few low temperatures which can do all the damage. That's doing well. Quick look round at the arid bed. So nothing died in here. Mediopicta, Montana, getting some growth right now. The worst mistake that you can make when planting these is too close. I didn't think I'd done that, but I have. So they're merging into each other now. This was the Ferox that suffered damage in winter, not last winter, the winter before. So I've dug that out into the pot now. I'm going to separate these, but they're all on one sort of main base, so they haven't got their own roots. So that's a bit annoying. So I'll see what happens with these. So I've put my normal Agave Americana in. They're not non-variegated one, blue form. So hopefully that'll put some growth on this year, some size. This is a euphorbia, believe it or not a cactus. Keep that in the house over the winter with some self-seeded aeoniums in it. Agave Shaka Zulu. There's a couple of mangaves that I put in the ground and survived winter. One there, one over there. So they survived winter, and the protection came to here, so they were unprotected, so they've done alright. Main one in the pot there. This is my Agave Americana variegated. You can see now it's starting to get them curved agave leaves that I like. So this is the biggest one that I've got in the ground. A beautiful little agave. So that's done well, survived the winter. My Phormium tenax for the first time is flowering. These will grow huge, these flowers. If it's like anything like my other one, they'll go right up there, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 flower spikes on that. So that'll look pretty impressive soon. Olive tree, completely hardy. Well, let's have a look back down here. So this might be quite a long video, so if you do make it through to the end, fair enough. If you don't, I understand. So, got a trachea in there. Start getting swamped by this now. I've got a clinodendron, which is turning into a nice little shrubby tree now. A cercis down there, a Judas tree. Quite hard to climb through the bed here now. Nice little round leaves. I think that's starting to flower. And to say I haven't given the gunner much water at all this year. It is growing alright. Put a little pump in the little fountain in the pond now. But yeah, the gunner is looking pretty good. Got all these, can't remember what they're called, but they grow nice flowers on and always come back every year. I'll come out of here. So that's a hardy hibiscus. Survived the winter well. That'll be flowering soon. Got a few little flowers and stuff in here. The Boutia odorata, my biggest Boutia. Does look like it's starting to grow up a bit now, rather than just filling out, so that's good. Slight bits of damage on some of the leaves, I think from the winter, from the humidity and stuff like that, but it's kicking out a new frond now, so looking forward to watching that grow. This is a nice flowering Persicaria, loads of little flowers on that. Stuck in a new cordyline here. Got about 10 quid from B&M. I know a lot of people have been to B&M this year, and so have I. Allium in flower. Reducey, which took ages to come out of the ground. I think it was because it was dry. These are moisture loving plants, and my garden is not wet normally, it's a dry garden, but it's come good now. It's starting to swamp the boutier a bit. I get some flower spikes on. So I think this, if your garden was boggy, these would do really well. A few more spider plants in there. Euchrostrata completely unprotected, done fine. Xanthodecia, that got cut right back, but it's coming back now. My cycad, which looks really rough, but when I uncovered this at the end of March, these leaves were green apart from the tips. So I think a lot of this is sunburn, because that's when we got them really sunny days. We got a real kick of warmth in mid-March. So it does look like that's going to flush. Hopefully it does. Then I'll cut all them brown leaves off. Another trachea. Thought this might flower this year. Got about 3.5 foot of trunk now, but no flowers yet. So next year I'm pretty sure it will. Red hot poker, beautiful flowers on them. Don't really last that long though. Another moisture loving plant is the Dimera peltata. Finished flowering, like a mini gunnera. Probably more invasive than a gunnera, because you can see how much this is spread. Nice little bog plant. I did mention before that my garden wasn't doing too bad in the dry because of what I did over winter, and what I did was I mulched heavily, really heavily. So if you peel this mulch back, the ground in there is still moist. So put all these wood chippings on, and it's paying me back now by keeping the garden moist even in this dry weather. Burdock bushes over there. This, which I can't remember the name, it's just gone. I won't be editing this video, so the name will not come on the screen. But really nice blue flowers on these. Another cordyline there. Did seem to take a bit of winter damage, but it's come back well. I thought it had actually spear pulled, but it hadn't. Flag iris, which I had in the ground last year, but it just dominated. Chucked it in pond, dug one bit up, chucked it in pond, and now it's doing well and flowering. You can see how dry the pond is. Looks like the Sahara Desert out here. Really should top that pond up, but the rain will come eventually. I think we all know that this good weather will end soon and the rains will come back. Another division of the Xanthodecia, not doing too well. A nice looking euchre. This Salvia Oclips is starting to flower. Probably one of the best salvias, this, apart from Amistad. The Cerifera, keeping its silvery leaves. To me that does look like it's starting to suffer a bit from dry, so I might have to water that. Does look a bit rough. Yeah, nice triple trunk palm. Can't really get too close into that. Yeah, mine has kept its silver colour. A lot of people's do go green, but that seems to do well there. The Melianthus has pretty much gone for some reason. I don't know why. It used to do really well. Got knocked back 2 winters in a row, and now it just seems to have given up. This is a Tetrapanax that I bought over winter, a Rex version, Rex farm. I think it's just getting its roots down because it's not putting too much growth on. Really do need to water more. I've been watering this one, but probably not enough. Plant that's doing well, the Cardoon. Well over 6 foot now, starting to get the flower buds on. But a really impressive looking plant that. Look at them silvery blue leaves on that. And when it flowers I do cut all the leaves off. And you can plant underneath it then, because they do dominate a bit really. Can understand why people don't like them. Another Persicaria, flowering, red dragon. black phormium. Can't see any flowers. That normally flowers, but I can't see any on it this year. And then look at this. My biggest trachea in full flower. It's starting to go over now. The flowers are going over. But look, just look at that. Really impressive looking. A view from down here. See all these hanging down. This is about 7 foot of trunk on this now. Yeah, that's the best this has ever flowered. It's flowered for years, but this is the best it's looked. This is one where you sort of haven't gone over yet. A little shield bug in there. You can see all that coming off there. Yeah, big trunk trachea this now. And surprisingly, this little Japanese painted fern has come out. It doesn't always come out. It dies right back to the ground in the winter. Some years it comes out, some years it doesn't, so it must like it drier. Yeah, but it's nice when it does come out. Got a lot of ferns and stuff down there which are dying back. They do when it's dry. Plant which is not overlooked really, and the Mahonia media. These nice seeds on it, seed pods. That's grown right up there, and it's a nice look, very spiky, but it's a nice looking plant. I think all these seeds do look good, the berries. It's good for the back of a board. You can see it's got nice interesting bark on it as well, and that is comes from down there, but it's got loads of multi stems on it. Little euphorbia here, probably my favourite one. Mahonia, the Sambucus niger, only small now. That'll grow right up here, but nice black foliage. I put one of the Kentia palms out, that's sunburn on it, still in pot. Seeing how it does outside this year, because I've split that from the main one. A bit of sunburn. I didn't think I'd get that much sun in here, but it does. Got a red phormium. The red cordyline from Morrison's, £4, just to fill a bit of a gap in. I got one of these Camerops humilis from B&M, £17.50. A bit wobbly, but that should bed in fine. And this is me Acacia Baileyana, which is disappointing, really, I have to say. Isn't what I thought it were going to be. Tiny little leaves, straggly plant. I'll give this loads of water as well. When it starts growing properly, I'm going to pollard this so it bushes out, but yeah. And I have got another acacia, which is a lot more impressive than this one. But yeah, it's a disappointment, that. So before we go down here, we'll just go back in here. Some more lilies here. My best Camerops humilis. Good bit of trunk on that now. Another Princeps hybrid. Tiny little plant this, but still doing well. I did plant all these spider plants out last year, and you can see quite a few of them are coming back after winter. Not so much on this side. Maybe it's because it's got much sun, but a lot of them are coming back, so they do survive. The Camerops flowers there. Putting loads of new fronds out. Look at it, it's just packed with fronds in there. We've got a few cannas coming up. Forget the name of that canna, but it always multiplies every year. This is where my gingers are. Cannas, dahlia, none of them's come out yet, really. One needs persicaria. My Phoenix Robellini, which did well over winter. This don't look good, but that's sunburn. I started opening the greenhouse door on a morning at the end of March again, and the sun's just sunburnt it, but you can see it's coming back, so that should be fine. But yeah, a bit, you know, you get it through all the winter, then in March it gets done by the sun. A nice little plant that now, I'm getting a decent bit of trunk on it. This is a Desert candle. Oh, I forgot the name. Yeah, I just can't think of the name, but you need to keep it like an iris, where you have to keep it above the ground, or you have to keep the tuber exposed to the sun, and then you get the flower next year. That'll be flowering soon. Olive, that's starting to flower, and I think this is pretty early for an olive to flower in this country. Must be with all the sun. Nice little olive, that one. Yeah, just a few different things in here. A little Virginia, heuchera, some Lucifer in there, and a lot of Agapanthus. And then the grape again, grape's doing well. Another red hot poker. Cycad, which flushed last year when I moved it, but whether it will this year, I've got no idea. The plant that is doing well is my Jubea chilensis. Starting to grow up now, you can see that from last year. Pushed this new frond out already, and it's working on another one. And then there's another one in there ready. So yeah, I'm excited to see how that grows now. With a little allium. And a few different things in here. The passion flower starting to get going now. That got hit back really hard this winter for some reason, but it's going back now. We've even got actual flower up there. First time I've noticed that. So going down here, my Phoenix Canariensis that I've protected survived winter fine. You can see that working on this front. There's got another one in there, so hopefully that'll put a bit of size on this year. Quite a decent sized plant, so I'm glad that I survived. All sorts of little flowers and stuff in here. The bottle brush knocked back again, so I think I might have to give up on that. There's still some green on it, but all the new growth that came last year has all been browned off. So it looks like that might be one to dig out. Got this little flowering Bromeliad, hardy Bromeliad down here. Flowers every year, this one. The Gary elliptica, it had all the flowers on it, catkins. So they're finished now, but they're still hanging down. That's it again, it always looks like Spanish moss to me. A nice little look here as you walk through. Another little Brunnera. This one is actually getting a bit eaten. First bit of slug damage I've seen. So I bought these little hardy parlour palms, I can't remember the name. So they're in the ground now. Got me fishtail palm outside, still in pot. That's took a bit of sun damage, you can see here where the sun's coming in. Got a bit of sunburn, but it's pushing out new fronds, so should be fine. Put me Begonia luxurians down here this year. A bit sunny for it really, but hopefully once the Tomentosa gets bigger, see the size of the leaves now, that'll be right up here, so that should shade it a bit down here. This tree fern which got hit back a couple of years ago, I think it's pretty much on the way out now. You can see the tiny little fronds there. Another little parlour palm, just in pot outside. One there, oh, they've all got sun damage. Another Kentia palm, pushing out a big frond. Does seem to like it outside, the Kentia palms. Schefflera Taiwaniana, new flush, all these are new, still pushing new leaves out. So that's looking good. Little Acuba, pushing new fronds out, new leaves, nice little variegated. The loquat tree, that was uncovered this year. I covered the Sheffield up, but I didn't cover this up. Apart from the black fly looking good, starting to branch. Another Melianthus which is still alive, but small, but will get going. Banana with a few pups, and the grasses at the back. Another Lucifer here. Got my rubber plant outside in the pot. That did well there last year, and it's starting to branch as well. Another one of these little palms. And I've got my begonia outside, planted out. Nice little red underside of leaves, seems to be doing well in this spot. I've been after these for a couple of years. Another olive that's got some flowers on it. This one doesn't normally, this is my biggest olive, it doesn't normally flower. Does really well in this spot. You see there's a few little flowers on it here and there. Fig tree, some big leaves on it this year. I'm just going to keep a bare stem and just put leaves out on the top. I don't know if that's how it grows normally. Yeah, looking decent. Sheffield and Macrophylla. There's actually two plants here now, so they're both putting new leaves out, all a bit distorted again, which is a bit annoying. This is doing well. All sorts of different things around here. My biggest tree fern, loads of new fronds coming. There's some more coming in there. Again, I need to keep it better watered than what I do. And the Fatsia spider's web. All the Fatsia are looking good this year, so that's looking well. And this is my Acacia Dale Barter, which is a lot better I think than the other one. Gone a bit yellow, probably put it out. That's probably sunburn, because I got it from the garden where they had it inside and put it straight out, which I shouldn't have done really, but the leaves are a lot better on this one. Nice ferny leaves. This is what I thought the other one were going to be. Maybe it still will be, but I think that looks a lot better. That was 30 quid. Nice little another hooker down here. Oh, loads of flowers coming. This is the Mower's Toes, which is branching off. It did, the actual top growth died off in the winter, if it'll focus, but then we have got new leaves coming. So yeah, that's branching off, that looks good. Catalpa. Hopefully it'll get going before the grass smothers it. Again, that's a nice decent plant now. Another Euphorbia mellifera here. So yeah, that's about it. A few things going in greenhouse. 24 degrees, you can see we had it up to 59 in here. 24.1 now. So yeah, all in all not too bad. We're even getting grapes already. I'm sure that's early for the grapes in this country to actually start fruiting. I'm not sure, but I don't remember it coming this early in the past. I put my Washingtonia robusta in the ground here. This spot is a lot more shade than what I thought it was. But eventually this tree will grow up and I will thin it out, so it will get some sun in here. And I'm tempted to put that Kentia palm in the ground as well, because this box edging got devastated by the box caterpillar last year, but then they got to this point and stopped. But now they seem to be back with a vengeance. They look like they're all over this. Did actually see a blackbird jumping in and out of it over there eating them, but I don't think you can eat them fast enough. So this will probably have to be ripped out. So all this will be spaced in, and I might plant that so I can protect it with the Washingtonia as well. Washingtonia survived the winter greenhouse. Looked really rough at the end of it, but it's growing new fronds now. Every one's alive. I mean, I wouldn't mind if these three died off, it just kept with that one. But we'll just see. So yeah, all in all, a really good spring, really good start to the year. I put my Leonidas in the ground as well here, so we'll see how that does in the winter. Seems to fine at greenhouse. Yeah, and I've got another. I put that Washington in the ground, then I went to B&M and saw that they had some more in. So I got another one and put that in the pot in case that one dies. But again, I don't like having palms in pots. Keeping up with the watering. Life is too short to water, I think. It's my least favourite job in garden. So it's just a double trunk one, this. So hopefully that can do well and eventually go in ground. Right, so what are we now? 55 minutes in. If anybody is still watching, fair play. Even when I watch this video back, I won't get this far in it. So yeah, I don't think the videos are going to become regular again, but I might do one every now and again to see what it's like, what's happening. Right, thanks for watching, bye.